Queen of Dragons here with another pony review. Today I guess it's going to be kind of like a merchandise review. Today we're going to have a look at My Busy Books, My Little Pony. Now, as you can see, this is a rather large book. Here's my hands. Made by Fido. It says, includes a storybook, 12 figurines, and a playmat. Now, if you haven't figured it out by now, there's a reason why I'm reviewing this, and it's not just because it's a book. Now, I am not going to read the book to you. It's short. It's a Cutie Mark Crusader story, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody because there's some people out there that are going to be like, no, you can't read it. Don't read it to us. On the side, it says My Busy Books, My Little Pony. And on the back, it says, My Busy Book is using storybook and an inventive toy. Sorry, guys. And one activity kit. Full page instructions. It's still. Sorry, guys. Can't talk today. Illustrations and a charming tale bring these lively characters to life as your child's imagination spans with 12 toy figurines and a playmat. This is for 3 years and up in the corner. I know you guys can't see that. Here's a nice picture of everything you get. Now, I'm going to take a minute, open it up, get the figures out and the playmat, and we'll go on to the rest of the review. And here we have the playmat out of packaging. As you can see, it actually has images from the show. Here we have Rarity's Carousel Boutique. Sweet, oh my goodness. Sugar Coo Corner. Sorry guys. Twilight's Library and Sweet Apple Acres. As you can see, it is quite huge. When I opened it up, I was like, it's huge. And very, I believe, inaccurate to the size. Let me get one of the figures out. I'll go on to the review of the figures in a minute, but let's put the Pinky in here. And, well, maybe it could be, but I do think she's a little small for it. But anyways, I actually like this playset. It's probably going to go on my wall, this playmat. Or behind my blind bags or something. I might cut it up so each section can go up somewhere. But this is a really nice playmat. And that's about all I can say about the playmat. Let's move on to the figures. And here we have all 12 figures out of packaging. Now, I have to say these are rather low quality overall. That's what I'm going to start off with saying. But to start off with, they are about blind bag size. Here's blind bag Twilight Sparkle. Here's this Twilight Sparkle, about the same size. Now going on, so I'm going to go on one by one with the figures, and I'm going to start off with Princess Celestia. Let's move all these guys off. And overall, now this Princess Celestia, well, there's the one problem I have with this Princess Celestia, and a lot of people, other people I've read have. Her side that she seems to be supposed to stand on is this side. But her cutie mark's on this side. Now, I know the makers of this book don't know much about cutie marks or display sides, but you think the side you want it to be on would be the side that she's got not have hair on her face. And that seems to be a common theme you'll see in the rest of the figures. She's pretty badly painted. There's a lot of missing paint, and the sculpting is alright, but look at that face, it's meh. Also, it looks like right here it's supposed to be painted, but it's not. It's weird looking. She's actually, if you think about it, she's an okay figure. I mean, she's a white Celestia, so that can't be bad. I mean, they have made a blind bag of Celestia, but I don't have her, so I guess it's okay. Moving her off. I'm gonna pick out. I'm gonna look at Twilight, as I just had her out. And here's the Blind Bag Twilight. As I said before, they're about the same size. This one seems to be more accurately colored. Let's put her up. Well, yeah, definitely more accurately colored. She's still a little bit more pink than purple, but much more accurately colored than Blind Bag Twilight. Cutie Mark is really nicely done. The paint apps are really nice. She does have the double hair going on that plagues blind bags, but I like this Twilight. Her molding isn't bad. Lay her off. I'm trying to avoid some of the worse off ones right now. Let's go on to Cadance. Her molding, her head is kind of bad, almost as bad as Celestia's. But it looks a little better on her. Her eyes are decent. She does have some bad paint applications. The molding's pretty good though. I don't mind this Cadance. She does have the cutie mark on the display side, which is nice. Nice crown. Now, I do have Blind Bag, well, yeah, Blind Bag Cadance. They're actually pretty close, respectively. And the dogs are barking. Sorry about that. I'll just have to talk over them as someone just came home next door. I actually like the hair on this Cadance better. It looks better than this one. They're very close, though, I have to say. Let me push these off to the side. Move on to Pinkie Pie. No, not Pinkie Pie, not right now. Let's move on to Rainbow Dash. I actually really, really like this Rainbow Dash. Cutie mark is on the display side as it should be. Actually, I wouldn't mind if it was on either side. Her hair is actually painted correctly. Has all the hair except for red in her mane, which looks nice. Well, they don't have any red on her at all, but it's not too bad. It's really nice for a Rainbow Dash. We don't get to see many Rainbow Dashes with more than two to three colors in her tail. It's a really nice Rainbow Dash, except for her eyes are looking in different directions, but a lot of the blind bags have that same problem compared to Blind Bag Rainbow Dash. I don't think there's any contest that this Rainbow Dash is a little bit better, although she is badly painted in a few places, so this one's higher quality, but I like the molding on this one better. Now let's go on to Fluttershy. I really, really like this Fluttershy, and this is one of the reasons I got this book. Mine's a little dirty though. She's perfectly molded. She has some of the quality issues. Her eyes are a little wonky. Cutie mark on the right side. That's a good thing. Overall, I really like this Fluttershy. I'm really happy to have her. And then let's look at the Blind Bag Fluttershy next to her, who actually looks pretty small next to her. This Fluttershy's eyes, I believe, are more accurate. I really like this Fluttershy a lot better than this one. Everyone knows the qualms with this Fluttershy. I really, really recommend this Fluttershy. And now another reason. Well, let me go on to Applejack before we go on to one of the main reasons I got this set. Her eyes are a little wonky, but that seems to be the norm in this set. Has the double hair, of course. Apples are nice. I do notice that her, if you can't see, she looks like she has a sunburn on her, around her eye. It's a darker orange. It's really weird. But this Applejack's pretty good, comparatively to this Applejack. At least this one had frinkles. I painted frinkles on this one. This one has slight little frinkles. Actually really like this Applejack too. Much happier looking eyes than this Applejack. Now I'm going to go on to one of the real reasons I bought this set. All three of the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and as many of you know, we've only gotten Apple Bloom. I'm going to go on to Apple Bloom first, since I already have an Apple Bloom. Her eyes are really nice. Her bow is really good. I don't much like the molding. Their head looks too big for the body. I do think they might have used an adult head on his body, and the back of her ears are painted. That's kind of weird. And she's really cute though. Let's look at Blind Bag Apple Bloom. This one just looks like a inflated Apple Bloom compared to this one. Like she was inflated by a balloon or something. They're both pretty good. Yeah. Whoops. And now on to the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Now, they are plagued with the same problems that others in this set are. But I actually think they're really molded accurately. The eyes, they could be better. But, as we don't have a Blind Bag, Scootaloo, or Sweetie Belle, these are a nice placeholder. Don't like the Sweetie Belle is so gray though. But she could be worse, as the next figures will show you. Now, Pinkie Pie. I think my Pinkie Pie is bad because, well, if you can't see, she seems to have the same eye on both sides. Her eyelashes are on this side, That's really weird. And her cutie mark is kind of stretched, which then it's on the wrong side. It should be on this side where you can actually see her face. But this Pinkie Pie is really nice. Molded. I mean, they could have done better applications, but I really like the molding in this set. A lot of it looks a little sloppy, but it's better than some of the molding we've seen Hasbro do. Pick the pie off. And then we go on to the one of the worst. I'm saving the absolute, well, I'll save the absolute for last. And we move on to Spike, who looks like he's blowing his cheeks out. Now, at least we get a Spike that's standing instead of this Spike. I actually think this Spike is more accurate to a brushable than this Spike. The eyes on this are kind of creepy, but he's standing. We can say he's standing. That makes up for him blowing out his cheeks and looking creepy, I guess. Now, the worst of the worst in this set has to be Rarity. Her eyes look so tiny, especially if you look at them this way. Her hair is really nicely molded, but she is gray, like really gray. She looks almost bluish gray. You put her next to this and she looks white, but this Rarity doesn't look bad. When gray comes out on a toy, it just makes it look bad. Even if you have a gray character, it's best to do it white. Now you compare her to her Blind Bag. The cutie mark and the hair are better, but this Blind Bag has the quality over this. Yeah. This is the worst in the set, I believe. Rainbow Dash and Twilight are probably the best in this set. If you are looking for some more things to go in your Blind Bag collection, and you want Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle, this is the only way you can get a Scootaloo that will be accurate size to this. And maybe you might want to switch out some of the main 6 Blind Bags for these, because these, their molding is better, especially Fluttershy. I love this Fluttershy. I actually think the Fluttershy is the best in this set. She and the Cutie Mark Crusaders, and maybe even Spike, make this set absolutely worth it. So if you are looking for more Blind Bag figures or figures to go in your Blind Bags display, I definitely recommend you pick this set up. It costs about $10. It's kind of hard to get unless you go buy it on BarnesandNoble.com, but then you're going to have to deal with shipping. I found it at Barnes & Noble today. I was going to buy it online, and I said, let's go check out and see if they have it. And this has been Queen of Dragons. I really, really recommend you pick up this set if you're a blind bag collector. Thanks for watching.